Well, Bristol's got a great architectural and engineering history, and we've got Brunel, we've got fantastic structures, bridges and buildings, and we've got a great responsibility to keep up to that standard.
Well, Bristol is the capital of the southwest, particularly for health and education. The new retail centre will make it a major destination of choice.
It is the biggest city, and of course the prosperity which emanates from Bristol is really important for the rest of the southwest.
160 companies have their national headquarters here. We have 230,000 office staff, and Bristol has the most highly skilled workforce of any city outside London.
Bristol is such a strong location for heavy nickels because Bristol has a strong catchment, both in terms of population size and affluence. As an area, Bristol ticks all the right boxes as a place to site our next heavy nickel store, only the 6th in the country.
As a retail market, Bristol has suffered from chronic underinvestment in recent years. Despite this general underinvestment in the city, House of Fraser have continued to invest, and we're delighted to be part of this new £500 million, 1 million square foot development, which we confidently believe will rejuvenate and regenerate the city centre of Bristol.
Change over the last 5 to 10 years has been much greater than many people thought it would be. That makes it exciting from the point of view of things happening, but also greater ambition for further change and improvement in the future over the next 5 to 10 years.
Well, what will really matter here, I think, is the quality of the pedestrian shopping experience. And I think that that will be enhanced as much by the quality of the place that is formed by the buildings as by the individual buildings themselves. But what we have here is a master plan that includes several really good architects. And I think that brought together, they will produce a great place.
The inspiration is a mixture of different things. The experience of the street, the experience of shopping, the experience of new architecture, the new part of the city. I try to bring all of those ideas together in a form that kind of spoke of animation, excitement, movement and change. A roof element could start off 30 metres above your head and within a 5-minute walk be just above you. So it's coming down towards you, it's kind of working with you as you walk. As you enter the central space, it will cascade away in space. It kind of lifts away from you. And I think that lifting towards the sky and then back down towards a building is probably the most dynamic part of the composition, if you like.
What I think is probably the most interesting part is the Quakers Friars development, which will turn what was a pretty crummy car park into a very social and cultural place.
Quakers Friars part of the development is tailor-made for high-end retailing, encompassing great restaurants, cafe society, and prestigious city living.
We believe that this new development will help to grow the overall Bristol market by about 35%. Not only will that help to put Bristol back into the top 10 retail locations in the UK, but it'll also provide a marketplace which is better suited for the 3.5 million people who live and work within 1 hour's drive of the city centre.
A lot more people living in the city centre, a wide range in the improvement of cultural leisure facilities, major new office schemes and people wanting to work in the city, and of course the whole retail and leisure offer, which will move us from, being really way below par in terms of what Bristol should offer to the shopper into something which is of a national quality and scale.
Bristol has around 90,000 students and 2 of the UK's leading universities. There are very important business links with media, IT and aerospace companies.
Over the last few years, Bristol's really changed a lot. It was quite a sleepy city, but actually now it feels a lot younger. A city full of potential. This kind of bubbling anticipation of what's coming. Independent fine artists, creative companies blossoming. Also, we've got the regeneration of the city centre, which mirrors the creative growth that's happening around the city. It's fantastic. The life that's expected to come from it is anticipated with great enthusiasm.
It is all the more important that we put this sort of energy, this new energy, into the city, or we will simply fall behind. And that's why these sort of developments are exciting. That is why Bristol will survive into the late 21st century as one of Britain's best cities.